Right. How's it going, guys? We're here with episode number seven.
Seven. Yeah, seven.
Of the Craft Beer Chit Chat. I couldn't remember. We've done so many of these lately. I'm starting to lose track a little bit here. So we're going to do something a little different today. Is we are going to do the difference between two different types of IPAs, right? We have a Hazy IPA and a regular IPA, right? And they each have all kinds of different names for them. You know, you got East Coast, West Coast, regular traditional IPA, hazy, juicy IPA, New England IPA. Take your pick. But my name's Jeff. This is my brother Danny hosting again. So we're gonna try these, talk about the difference between the two of them, and hopefully leave here today with some better knowledge as to which of these might be for you, and which one you might want to stay away from. So let's go and we're gonna crack them open, pour them. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's jump into these.
So I've got the Mind Haze IPA from Firestone Walker Brewing Company, which is a brewery out of California, right? And then what do you have again, Danny?
I'm serving it up with something local here, Jeff. It's Charlottesville Brewing's Hoptimistic IPA. So Charlottesville is a nice brewery down in St. Genevieve, Missouri.
There you go.
Which is always cool to have a local brew represented on the Craft Beer Chit Chat. All right, I'll swap you one of these.
So right away, you can see the difference. Like the juicy or the hazy IPA,
it looks juicy. It looks almost like lemonade.
Yeah, it's much lighter and more like hazy in color, right? Versus this is a lot more of an amber, a darker looking beer. So right off the bat, you probably can already see like this one is probably going to be a little more bitter, a little heavier.
Hoppy, yeah.
Versus this one might not be so
Let's
much.
give them the sniff test, right? Because we were talking about this. The hops in a traditional IPA is used more for the flavoring, and in a New England or a hazy IPA is more for the aroma, correct?
Yeah, right. So let's both go for the Charlottesville Hoptimistic first. See what we got.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers, my man. Now, I've had this one before, and I remember it being as good. It's definitely bitter like an IPA. It's got that very hoppy kind of flavor, but it's not too much. It's not like a kick you in the face kind of bitterness. I'm gonna look it up. I'm sure you have something to say about it. I'm gonna look up the IBUs on this bad boy.
I'm gonna guess like 60.
Optimistic.
It's good. I think the alcohol percentage on this is 6.5%.
And we're looking at 65 IBUs.
That was close.
That was a good guess.
What did I say? It was about 70, 80?
I think you said 60.
60? Okay.
Ladies and gents at home, rewind your YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it said 60.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, let's try this juicy one.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Big difference.
Huge difference.
It's, it almost tastes like one of those, not in a bad way either, one of those flavored waters, like the sparkling waters that have like a hint of juicy flavor in it.
The IBUs in this, let's look these IBUs up too.
Firewalker.
I'm going to guess, 6.2%, so the alcohol per volume is pretty much the same. I'm going to guess the IBUs are going to be sitting at 30 to 40 is my guess. For those of you at home, IBUs that might not know, stands for International Bitters Unit. So it gives you an idea of how bitter and how strong that beer might be when you drink it, right? So if you're someone that's not a huge hop head or really into the super flavor like hoppy beers, shoot for something lower on that scale. You want something a lot heavier, really like the hoppiness, much more bitter, shoot for something higher on the scale. But
looking at 40 IBUs.
Here we go. I said 30 to 40. Boom.
Interestingly enough, both the Firewalker and the Charlottesville both use mosaic hops, and I kind of taste those similarities and some of those hints. I'm gonna do a side by side again. Now the crazy thing about the hazy IPAs is they go down a lot smoother. They don't taste quite as strong, and so you can kind of get yourself carried away with just sucking them down because it is more of a enjoyable fast drink.
Yeah, I could definitely drink this a lot more and quicker than I could this. This is gonna go down slower, but this, I could slurp those down pretty quick.
I'd call the traditional IPA more of a dinner beer, but if I wanted to have more like a couple drinks at a bar or something, or at a brewery with somebody, I'd grab for the hazy.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
So if you're watching this, you're like, man, I'm not a huge fan of the IPA. Start with like a New England style, also called an East Coast style, a juicy, a hazy. Start with something like that. That type of IPA. They're going to be a lot smoother, a lot less bitter, a little more flavorful as well, I feel like, than your traditional IPA. So start there and just like slowly work yourself into it, right?
Yeah, and then you can move yourself into a double IPA.
Yeah, there's
Imperial IPA.
There's all kinds of. I think double IPA and Imperial IPA are the same thing. I think they're interchangeable terms, like hazy and juicy is.
It shows you how. I just learned something today.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Or if you want to get brave, you can go back to craft beer chit chat number 3 and try the 120-minute IPA.
I still can't. I was surprised how many. Like it was 120 IBUs. I was still surprised by that. Like it was really good. So
what did we decide? It was the extra malt that they added that kind of cut down.
Yeah, it was malty for sure.
Because the 90-minute is really a kicker.
I thought it was stronger. Yeah. So, but that's about all we got for you guys today. Not going to drag it out too much longer. So, my ranking on both of these, I mean, they're both excellent beers. I'd buy them both again, drink them both again. I wouldn't call them, either of them, like out of this world. I have to buy it every single day. But, they're both good. So I give them probably out of 10, I'd say I'd probably give this guy maybe an 8.5. Give this guy probably about an 8.
I'd probably give them both an 8. Yeah, both of them are getting an 8 for me on the total scale.
Yeah, I mean, both fantastic. So check us out on Untapped. You can check out our more in-depth and full-length review about these beers on Untapped. We'll put our handles down below for you guys to check out. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you want to see more content like this. We'll keep bringing you new beers every single week, try new stuff out, and also talk about some of these more nuanced things when it comes to craft beer that a lot of people, including myself, and I know Danny, were just like, I have no idea what the heck any of this means. So hopefully we can explain it more in layman's terms, make it easier to understand, and make the better decision for yourself. So
yeah, and if you want to find these beers or any other unique beers that you'd like to try, check out your local beer sauce shop. It's always unique flavors there every single week. The selection is changing, so try it out. Get yourself a Mix 6.
Hell yeah. So till next time, this has been Craft Beer Chit Chat.
Cheers to you.